Morning all, just a quick update. Fixtures are going to be going live this morning. We've done probably 4 to 5 weeks at this moment in time. So they'll be on the website by dinner time. Unfortunately, the under 11s are going to take that little bit longer because as some may have seen, yesterday Dean's Academy announced that they wouldn't be open until the 26th of October, which obviously creates a little bit of an issue for ourselves fixture wise. We will be looking at what we can do to limit the impact it's going to have, but at this moment in time it probably means there's over 30 teams that don't get to play under 11s. Not an ideal scenario. We're looking at alternative venues, but obviously this is proving difficult in the current situation. But we'll keep you posted and we'll try and minimise disruption as much as possible. Moving on, we've got some new email addresses that we want to put out there. I'll put them on a link below this recording. We've got one for registrations, one for 11-a-side fixtures, general inquiries and 11-a-side administration. So please make note of them. If you need to correspond with anybody throughout the season, please make sure you send it to the correct email address. Secondly, we've got the coaches' IDs. Obviously, we used to produce the coaches' IDs in the past. It's now much more simple to upload a photo onto a whole game system. Each coach who's registered with the FA will have a fan number. If you click onto your fan number, log in, whatever your login details are, click on edit profile, you can upload your picture. Any teams that you're then associated with, if you're with an under 7s team, you should be able to appear on that squad sheet. If for any reason you don't appear on whole game system connected to a club, contact your club. Okay, contact your club in the first instance, the club secretary, ask them to get you added. The chances are, if you're not on whole game, there's one of two things. One, it's just a simple error and they've not added you to it yet. Or two, you're not actually on the system as such. If you're not on the system as such, then ask your club secretaries to double check and then contact Manchester FA or Cheshire FA and they can get that done. It doesn't take long. So just make sure, to be on the touchline this season, you must be able to produce identification to prove that you're a qualified coach or a registered coach. You don't need to have a level 1, but you do need to meet the FA's minimum requirements, okay, which is usually the DBS and the safeguarding, or even just the DBS at this moment in time. But if you need more information, contact your club secretary who will be able to advise you further. Moving on, obviously the fixtures have now been generated for the 11-a-side. I think they've been out over a week now. There's still some clubs that are unaware of what pitches they're going to use. So all I can say is as soon as you do get that information, make sure you get it across to John and Jill as soon as possible and they'll update you as best as possible. 11-a-side contact details. If you go onto your full-time website, look at the bottom of the page, you'll see a new section that's been added there. It will give you all your details of your managers per age group. Obviously it's only for the 11-a-side, so there's a PDF link on there for all contact details so you can confirm your games moving forward. We'll do exactly the same with the referees as soon as we can. So obviously keep your eyes on there and just keep coming back to the media sites as often as possible really, because over the next couple of days there'll be quite a lot, or the next week or so there'll be quite a lot going on the sites with regards to risk assessments per venue, etc. We will, guaranteed the week before, be putting quite a lot of information out regarding specific venues. We've got to ensure that everybody is aware of any restrictions that they've put in place. I'll take, for instance, Bellevue Centre. Teams that will be playing on the top pitch will be allocated a separate car park to teams playing on the stadium pitch. But again, the information will be popped out. Rather do it a week before. If I put it out now, guaranteed that it's not going to be adhered to. One thing I would like to say is, whatever restrictions are put in place and the protocols that the venues have thinking, please adhere to them. Failure to adhere to these, then technically we could end up losing that venue or being suspended from using it. So it's imperative that everybody follows the rules that are in place. And obviously, if anybody's got any symptoms or they've had a test within 48 hours of that game taking place, please do not attend unless the test has come back and it's negative. Okay, we need to work together, guys, to make sure we can do so in as the safest way possible. That's it for today. If there's anything else I do remember, then obviously I'll post links out to it in the coming weeks. We do know there's a tournament on, I think it's next weekend, the bank holiday weekend, so we're going to be assisting with the running of that tournament along with Curzon Ashton. So if you are down there, obviously enjoy the day, and obviously just adhere to any guidelines that Curzon Ashton that they've set out in due course. Okay, thank you.